Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. And we are in February 3rd today. And we are going to start our project for February, of course. And it is the Valentine Sweater. So we are going to do tapestry crochet using single crochets, and I went on my stitch fiddle and I made up this heart that we're going to follow. This is the pattern we're going to follow to make a heart. It'll look like this, and then we are also going to make using a variegated yarn. We're going to make those squares as well. So the hearts we're going to do, I'm going to make a pink one for you guys to show you how to do it. So we're going to do red, pink, and lavender. And the yarns I'm using, is going to be from Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn, DK. Or it's called sport yarn, sport weight, but DK, same thing. It's a 3-weight, and this pink is just called pink, and then the lavender I'm using is called amethyst, and then of course I'm going to use a white, and then this hot pink is called Hot Rose. Isn't that pretty? I love that. So those are the colors that we are going to be using. And of course it's nice and soft yarn. The needle we will be, or the hook size is a 5mm. So I'm going to use my 5mm, which is an H hook or a number 8 hook. I think that's all. Now I'm going to explain to you. Last year I made a strawberry sweater for our Valentine sweater. And this is going to be on the same makeup as that. So I come up with my chart on how I'm going to do it. And this is for a young girl that I'm making. And I think she could be like medium. I think she wears a medium. So the hearts are 6 inches square. I mean, all squares are 6 inches square. Okay. If they're not a little bit 6 1/4, close enough. Okay. So the back of the back of it, I'm going to do like a red heart and a variegated. This is called a variegated. So red heart, variegated, and lavender heart, and then variegated, pink heart, variegated on row 2. These blocks, and then lavender heart, variegated square, and our red heart, and then variegated square, pink heart, and a variegated square. Then a red heart, variegated square, and so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down and 3 across. And that is the back panel. So it ends up being that we are going to make, for just the back panel, 3 red heart squares, 3 lavender heart squares, 2 pink heart squares, and 7 variegated squares. So that'll make just the back panel. Okay. And then we're going to do 2 front panels, and I am doing a red heart variegated and a pink heart variegated, and a lavender heart. And then I'm going to do the lavender heart, so that you got to make 2 panels for the front panels. Variegated and pink heart, variegated and red heart. So for the 2 front panels, we need 2 red hearts, 2 pink hearts, 2 lavender hearts, and 4 variegated. And then for the sleeves, we need 12 of, this is called the plain square, and we're going to use this here, because this is going to be the base on the outside of all of it, to make just a plain square. But we're just going to do a single crochet square, but all plain. So I'm going to need 12 of those to do the sleeves. Oh, and that lavender, let me get that. And I think I showed you guys this last week that I had just bought this yarn, and this was the Willow Daily DK weight yarn that that I got, and that was the color, and this is how it come out. Isn't that beautiful? I love this variegated yarn. So to me, this screams Valentine's. Those colors just screams Valentine's to me. Anyway, I just thought, oh, that's 100% superwash wool. I did not realize that was wool. Okay, no wonder why it feels a little different to me. So now I'm going to have to make sure I tell her that she is not going to be able to put this sweater in the dryer at all. So, because that is in there. So, and then she's going to have to wash this in cold water too. Okay, I'll have to give her those instructions. I didn't realize that was wool until now. Oh well. Anyway, but I just really think that is really, really pretty. And she loved it because I showed it to her. Alright, so we are going to get started on making this heart. I'm going to get some stuff off of my table here. And we're going to need this heart. And I wanted to show you that you're going to need 2 balls of the color, whatever color heart you are making. You're going to need 2 balls. And the white, we're going to need 3 balls. Because we are not going to be carrying yarns. So we're just going to do this without carrying yarns. And I'm going to pull these out. I'm going to put that there. Alright, so I want to put you guys down a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, here we go. Like I said, I made this in the red heart, and I thought it was pretty easy. We are going to start with a slip knot, and you are going to chain 21 to start out with. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Alright, and now we are going to start in a second chain from the hook, and you're just going to put a single crochet in there, and you're going to put a single crochet in every chain across. So by the end of this row, you should have 20 stitches. Okay. Now usually when we're working with the chart, if you go one way, you need to go the other way. This is a mirror image. It really doesn't matter which way you're going, because no matter what, it's going to come out okay, because this is a perfect mirror image. So that's why I said this is going to be really easy. So anyway, we're going to chain one and turn for our second row. Row 1, we just took white and we did our 20 single crochets. And now in the first stitch, the first 9 stitches, we need to put white single crochets. So 1 single crochet in each of the next 9 stitches. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now I'm not going to finish row number 9 because I need to finish it off by putting my color in there. So we are going to the pink, and I always make a long tail, and I'm going to go over the tail, the pink yarn, but I'm going to leave that white yarn down because I am not carrying yarns. And every tapestry crochet that we have done here in the past, we've carried yarns with us. Today we are not going to carry any colors with us at all. Okay, so I needed 2 pink, so, and I made that way too tight. Let me redo that. We don't want that tight. It won't look right. There we go. And then I am not going to finish that second one because I need to go back to white. So I'm bringing another white for the other side of the heart. So, because I didn't want to have to carry any yarns. But I am going to crochet over the tail of this white that I just started. So now you need 9 single crochets to go across there. And then make sure your counts are right, because it won't come out if your counts are not right. I think I'm going to go over about 3 or 4 stitches, and then I'm going to let that tail drop. And then we'll worry about the tails later. And I have 4 stitches on there. And here is 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And there we have it. There is row 2 of our square. Okay, so now we're going to chain 1 and turn. And now we need 8 single crochets. So in the first one here, starting with the first one, we need to put 8. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and I need to bring up this pink. And then in the next stitch, we need 4 pinks next. So there's 1. Like it just, there's 2. 3 and 4. Now we need to finish off with the white. Bring this white up, that pink, so we can put the rest in white and eight white stitches. We need 8. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. All right, so there's what it should look like. So we've got 8, 4, and 8. And that was row 3. So now on to row 4. Chain 1 and turn. And now we need 7 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now I'm going to finish that 7th one, bring up this pink, and finish it with that. I'm going to pull that and bring that forward. And now we need 6 pinks. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, but we're not going to finish the 6th one because we got to bring up this white and put 7 whites to the rest of it to finish this off. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now this wants to twist a bit. That is normal. Once we put a border on it though, it won't twist on us. So we need to chain 1 and turn because that was row 4, right? And then row 5 is 6. Now we're starting out with 6 white. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, but we need to finish it off with the pink and bring the pink back in. Alright, and now we need 7 pink. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, did I do 6? 1, 2, is it 7? It's 8. I wrote down the wrong number. Alright, so we need 2 more. 7 and 8. Alright. And then, but we don't want to finish off that 8th one because we need to bring the white back up and finish that off when we need to put 6 more stitches in there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And so there's what it looks like thus far. Alright, chain 1 and turn. I'm hoping I forgot to do this. I'll put this black, hopefully you could see this better. Oh yeah, we needed a black background. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so now row 5 is complete. We need row 6. And now we need 5 stitches to start out with. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we need pink. Go to the pink, and then we need 1, 2, 3. We need 10 of these. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. But we're going to finish off that 10th one with the white and then put 5 white to finish this off. So there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there is row 6 completed. Row 7, we're going to chain 1 and turn, and now we need 4 single crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring up the pink, and we need 12 pink. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And I'm going to finish that 12th one off with the white so we can go back to our white, and we finish this row off with 4 white. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's what it looks like. So that was row 7. Now row 8, we're going to chain 1 and turn. some more pink yarn out of there. All right. We're going to start this row off with 3 singles. And then now the pink, we need 14 pink. So here is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Now I'm going to finish the 14th one off with the white, so I can finish this row off with 3 single crochets at the end. So there's 2 and 3. And this is what it looks like so far. And that was row 8. So row 9, chain 1 and turn. And we're going to start out this row with 2 of them. So there's 2. But we'll finish that second off with the pink, so we need 16 pink. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Now I need to finish that 16th off with a white, so I could finish this row off with 2 white single crochets. There's 1 and 2. And there we go. And there's row 9. Now row 10 through 15 are the exact same. I'm going to show you how to do row 10, and then you guys are going to be on your own to repeat row 10 until you get to row 15, and then we'll be back after that. So here is row 10. We're going to put 1 single crochet in, and then we are going to go to the pink right after that. And then we need 18 pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Or 18. There should be 18. Oh, 17. Wait a minute. 17 and 18. There we go. Because we're finishing this row off with 1 white at the end. And then there is row 10 finished. And now your guys are just going to repeat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to repeat that row for 5 more rows. So you shall be to get to row 15, and then I will be back to show you what to do next. See you then. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. And this is 15 rows. So you should be getting ready to start row 16, which is what we're going to do. chain 1 and turn. And now we need 2 single crochets of the white, and now we're going to switch over to the pink, and we need 16 pink single crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and there's 16. Now I'm going to finish the 16th one off with the white, so I could put 2 white to end this row. And there we go. Okay, so row 16 is done. Row 17, chain 1 and turn. This is where the third ball of white is going to come in. So we need 3 white to start this row out. So on the third one, I'm going to bring up the pink and start that. And now we need 6 pink ones. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'm going to bring in my third ball of white right here. And I'm going to go over that tail. So we're putting two in there of white. But then we've got to go back to the pink. And this is where the second bowl of pink comes in. I know. I know what you're saying, but Kendra, we're going to have a lot of tails to work in. And I'm going to show you a little shortcut that we're going to do with those tails, so you don't worry about them tails. Alright, so we need 6 pink on this side as well. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to bring up the white. Where is that? There it is. And now I need 3 white. So there's 1, 2, and 3 to finish it off. So we've added in there we go, 2 white in the middle. So this is where the heart, you know, comes in. And that is row 17. So row 18, we're going to chain 1 and turn. And now we need 4 white to start out with. So there's 1, 2, 3, and here's the 4th one. So we're going to bring up this pink into that. And we need 4 pink now. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need my white, the middle white right here. And now we need 4 white. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. But on that fourth one, we need to bring up this other pink on this other side and put 4 pink in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we bring up the white over here. And now we need 4 white. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there's what it looks like. So our heart is shaping up. And we have row 18 done. So we are almost done. We've only got 2 more rows to do. We're going to finish up the heart in row 19. And we are going to start out with 5 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring in the pink. And now we need 2 pink. 1, 2. And we're going to bring up this middle white one. And we need 6. 6 of these white. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Bring up the pink over here. And we need 2 pink on this side. Now bring up the white. And we should have 5 white to finish this off. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now that finishes off the heart. This is what it should look like. Now the one thing about this square here, it doesn't matter what side is the right side and what side is the wrong side. Okay? But I pick the side with most of my yarn tails on it to be the wrong side. So since we are done, all except for this white one right here, we're going to cut off all the rest of them. And I always cut them off long. And it kind of frees up. This is my favorite part because it frees me up. And then all you got to do is just pull them out and you're done. You have one yarn left. We're going to chain 1 and turn, and you're going to just crochet all the way across with the white in that last row. So that's 20 white all the way across. And we'll do that. I'll do that with you here. So this is the easiest row of all, although this is not hard. This heart is not hard. It's pretty easy. It actually don't take you long to whip it up. This heart would be fun to make a Valentine blanket with. You could put all different color hearts in a Valentine blanket. Alright, so there we go. Now, I've chosen this side to be my wrong side. So, I've got a couple over here that I'm going to pull. I'm going to pull these on the other side, and I'm going to tell you what we're going to do with these ends. I know that is my worst thing. I hate. I think that was the only end on that side. Okay. I do not like yarn ends. So now we have yarn ends to deal with, right? And because this is a sweater, if this was a blanket, you wouldn't want to be doing this. There it is. There's my other yarn end that needed to be over here. There we go. You don't, I mean, unless you don't care about what happens on the wrong side of a blanket. Because it's a sweater, you're not going to see it, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie these together. And I'll tie them 3 times. 3 or 4 times just to make sure they don't come out. And I'm going to tie them really tight before I cut them off. Ouch. I just cut my finger. So I'm just going to take 2 of them. And it just kind of gets it out of my way as well. And then these 2. And like I said, on the wrong side, I don't care what it looks like, because nobody's going to see that part anyway. And then it all depends. Some people want to tie down all their ends. I don't like tying down ends. So I try to take shortcuts. And those knots are not going to come out. I have tied them down really good. So anyway, we're going to chain 1 and turn. And now we are going to start our border. This one here, I'm going to work in on my border when I come around. Alright, so on the corners, we're going to do 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet. So I'm putting 1 single crochet in this corner right here, and then I'm going to finish it when I come back around. So we're just going to go, we're just single crocheting in each stitch till we get to the other corner, and I'm still on my white yarn as well. And then here we are at the corner. It's 1 single crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet in that same stitch. And now you should have 20 rows, so it's 1 stitch in each row going down the side. Alright, so we're at the corner again. It's 1 single crochet, chain 2, and 1 single crochet. And you just go all the way around it. And I will catch you at the end of this round. Like I said, when I come in across this tail right here, I'm just going to work let's take that out because the tail, I'm just going to work the tail in as I go. Just crochet over it. And that's how I get rid of that last tail then. Okay, so I will see you at the end of this round. Okay, so now I am all the way around it, and I've got 1 more stitch to do, and then I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to half double crochet in the first single crochet that we made to make that corner. And then we're going to cut off the white, but I'm going to cut this off short because I am going to do my magic knot method, so I don't have another end to worry about. I'm adding this color, take out a stitch here, and make my magic knot. Make that really tight before I cut that off. Alright, so now we're going to put back in my corner here. And then I try to hide that knot right in there. So we're going to chain 1, and we're going to turn our work. So you're going to turn so the back side is facing you now. And in this corner, you're going to put 1/2 double crochet. And then we're going to half double crochet in every stitch. until you get to the corners, and the corners are the same as the singles. It's 1/2 double crochet, chain 2, and 1/2 double crochet. Alright, and then here's the corner. 1/2 double crochet, chain 2, and a 1/2 double crochet. And you're going to do that all the way around. And I will meet you at the end of this round. Okay, so we're at the end of the round. And I need to put one more 1/2 double crochet in this corner. And then I'm going to take and do a 1/2 double crochet to form this corner. I did a 1/2 double crochet in the first 1/2 double crochet that I did to form that corner. And now we are done with this. We are going to cut this off. Which I will, that'd be the only one I'm going to have to sew in. My kind of sewing in just one and not 8 or 10. So there it is. Whoop. There's our heart, and there with the border and everything. And that, yep, that's it. So I hope you guys had a lot of fun making this heart with me. I appreciate you guys watching, and have a great day, and bye bye now.